Welcome in to Going for Two, your favorite sports podcast. At least that's what I'm calling it. I'm Ian Nickel, joined by Parker Terrell. And Parker, how are you today, man?
Doing well. Excited to talk about some Masters recap. NBA playoffs are starting in the play-in tournament, and we're going to start promoting our Draftapalooza.
Yes, we'll hit that ad real quick. Draftapalooza next Thursday, 7 o'clock on the Going for Two YouTube channel. I made a little graphic for it. I don't know, it's not too bad. I tried to
Graphic looks great.
little little scoffed, a little Photoshop scoff, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to like make it too AI because I feel like
Yeah.
that's just tacky. So we used some old school Photoshop there, and then made you drafted by the Eagles in the second round.
Yeah, that would be sick if that actually happened. But loved the graphic. Looked great.
Yeah, so we'll be promoting that like crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you were following along during the IPL days, we did two Draftapaloozas in 2023 and 2024, and those were some of the best times that we've had doing this podcast. So every time we did it was a great podcast, just in general. But those draft paloozas were especially super fun. So we hope you tune in for that.
Especially this year's draft is supposed to be. There's a lot of really great players, so it should be a fun one.
There's a lot of good players. It's kind of like there's a lot. There's not a lot of sizzle, I think, but there is a lot of just like good quality players in this draft.
Yeah. I mean,
So
there'll be some quarterbacks taken in the first round. Of course, there's going to be the number one pick
Mendoza,
will be a
yeah,
quarterback. I assume Simpson goes first round.
I don't know.
Maybe those are the only two.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't think because I think that the third best one on boards is Nussmeier.
yeah, he's not going first round. Dante Moore would have went first round, but he decided to come back.
Yeah, which that's huge. I think we talked about that. But yeah, no, that's huge. But let's take it
Yeah,
to
we'll get into the
Georgia.
Masters.
Hmm.
Rory wins back to back. I still think that if you are outside of the golf world, this story doesn't mean a whole lot to you. I mean, after Rory, I think Rory winning last year broke into the mainstream because he was the fifth person ever to become the career Grand Slam. He'd been chasing it for so long, had so many heartbreaks, and eventually got the job done. Then this year, he becomes only the fourth player ever to win back to back Masters, joining Jack, Nick Faldo, and Tiger. So that's a humongous accomplishment. And I think this vaults, I'm going to say it, I think this vaults Rory into a tie with Faldo as the best European golfer ever. He doesn't have the most majors. The most majors is Harry Vardon, which, if you've ever seen the Disney movie, The Greatest Game Ever Played, that's about him. But I mean, that's like from the 20s and 30s. I'm not saying he wasn't great for his time. He certainly was, but it's completely different now. And it's even completely different from when Sir Nick played in the 90s. So in the 80s and 90s. So I am comfortable saying that Rory is at least tied for the best European golfer ever.
Yeah, I think you have to take that in consideration. The way he won it, it's kind of similar to the last time he won. At least the 18th, he almost blew it, but was able to get it done. Um,
Yeah, even
I
Scheffler had an incredible weekend.
yeah,
I think they said he's the first person ever to go bogey free on the weekend at Augusta.
yes,
That's insane.
and he
That
didn't
is
win.
that
That's
is
crazy.
absolutely nuts. And I just kept thinking about that putt on 17 that looked good for 99% of the way and just burned the edge right at the end. If that putt goes down, we're going to a playoff between the last two winners, Scotty and Rory. But It didn't go down. Scheffler finishes second. And he honestly, for Scheffler, played subpar golf at times, not having a single birdie on the back nine par fives until Sunday, and it was a miracle of a 4 on 15. Truly a Scotty Scheffler masterclass. Underrated, such an underrated part of Scheffler's game is his ability to scramble and get out of insane situations. Nobody talks about that. So he played the par fives poorly and still finished his second. But Rory, he made the putts when they counted. I'll also say this. I would say him and Scotty are the two most talented golfers. I mean, we've said this about Rory forever. I mean, he is the Wimby of golf in completely different ways. And hear me out. It doesn't make sense that his small frame hits the ball that high, that far. It truly does not make any sense. He is hitting Mount Everest drives in Augusta. And now he's so familiar with it. There was all the stupid discourse about the fact that he's played it so many times leading up. Hey, how about you win the Masters? Then you can have that ability. People out there that don't know anything about golf. That's what happens when you win. You get special privileges to the most exclusive club in America. Um, so it's historic. He, who knows? I mean, he may never lose at Augusta again. Now that he's got the monkey off his back, I'm excited to see his how he follows up this year's Champions Dinner next year. Uh, and it's always cool, and it's been so long since it's happened, but to see not the previous winner award him the green jacket, which this year I thought was super cool. They actually had, instead of it being the chairman of Augusta, it was the head greenskeeper that presented Rory with the green jacket. I thought that was cool to shout him out.
It was really cool. And Augusta is such a beautiful place. I mean, just watching on the TV, I feel like doesn't do it justice. I wish I could go there. It's on the bucket list. But again, you harped on it a minute ago. The ability for Scotty to scramble. There were so many times where he took a bad tee shot. I'm like, okay, I think he's gonna bogey this. His run's gonna be done. And he just kept parring. He kept on getting a bunch of pars. And I was like, wow, I can't believe he's still in it. And he was so close to getting into that playoff. Just a couple of those putts. And our predictions weren't, hey, our predictions were pretty
We know
good.
Ball,
We know Paul. I had Cameron Young. He
who was in the
Parker,
final group,
yeah.
Cam Young in the final group.
Yeah, both him and your pick, Justin Rose, were leading at points in the fourth
Mhm.
round. Uh, So like we were there. And I think I mentioned I was like it's really hard to win back to back. So that's what because I don't think we talked about Rory too much. I think we were just like it's really hard to win back to back and it is. And then he just he's like, "Oh, well, I guess he did it." But
He did.
it was super hard to do so. And Cameron Young, he had it and then he just parred every hole on the back nine. I was like just
Yeah, that
didn't have
just
enough.
one thing about Augusta is number one, there's the pressure. But number two, it's the knowledge of the course goes so far. And that's why I think you see guys struggle year after year. It's not some place that you can just figure out, which is I think what happens with like Bryson. You can't just figure out Augusta. You have to know what you're doing, where to hit it, where those greens are sloping. I mean, you see this on 12 all the time, especially in the final round. Guys are so afraid. If you don't have a lot of experience at Augusta, you're looking at 12 and you're seeing the flashbacks of Jordan Spieth making an 8 and blowing it. And you're just like, okay, I just got to hit this ball. It's like 110 yards, little pitch shot, but it's the shakiest, scariest hole in golf. 12 if you're in contention on a Sunday at Augusta. Rory just calmly steps up, hits it to like 6 feet. Just get out of there with your par. That's what I think Rory was so great at was the holes that he had to be aggressive on, he was, and the holes that he was conservative on, he was conservative and played those masterfully, in especially in that back nine. Of course, 18 is shaky, um, and he played it pretty badly, honestly. But to get from one thing, well, we'll talk about this in a second. The broadcast, inexplicably bad. I think it's the worst Masters broadcast of my lifetime. How do you not know where that ball is? After Rory hits it into the 10th fairway, he hits his shot. How do we not know where that ball is? For minutes, for like 5 minutes, we didn't know where that ball is. We have to rely on Rory to walk into the bunker for them to be like, oh, it's in the bunker.
Yeah,
How
I
does that
don't know.
happen?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's really weird because normally CBS does a great job with the Masters. They do a great job with golf. There was a couple of shots I go, wait, why do you guys not know where that's at?
The
I didn't
final
know
putt, and I
if it
go
was like
ahead.
a glitch or did like a producer click the wrong button. I don't know what happened. I was like, what is
And I know
happening?
they don't have control over the shot trackers. I'm pretty sure that's AI, but multiple wild
Hmm.
shot trackers in the last round. Justin
Hmm.
Rose, his best shot of the final round, the shot tracker showed it going right, which would have been a disaster, right into the creek. Instead, he stiffs it to like 6 feet. It's so much so that Nance was like, "Oh no," and the tracker was way off. How does the final shot of the Masters of Rory winning back to back, how is it of his butt and you can't even see him hitting the putt? How does that happen? Truly. Like you can't even see him hitting the ball.
Yeah.
Inexplicable. Truly. And I don't know what happened because it's not usually like that, but just wild stuff, especially there at the end.
Yeah. No, I thought that was weird. I was like, really?
Then
Because
Cam Young, you don't know, he
yeah.
hits his shot and you don't know where it's at.
Yeah. And I think did they even take his like final putt? Because I heard people complain about the putting thing, like at the end.
Well, yeah. I mean, normally it's like, well, it's because if Rory three putts that, then it goes to a playoff. So after he hits it close, I don't know. I just thought that they kind of did it like one wrong. They did it like one off. Like it should have been Cam Young once more, but they went with whoever was farthest away, which is generally what they don't always do on the last hole of the Masters. But it doesn't really matter. It was just kind of awkward that Rory hits it and then has to sit there and wait for Cam to hit
Hmm.
two putts
Yeah.
and then he taps it in. So, I mean, if you remember when Scotty won his first Masters, he like four putted 18. Do you remember that?
I don't.
He like couldn't get the ball in
Yeah. Oh,
on
jeez.
18. He was like way ahead. And I think he four putted 18.
He's the nerves, man. It was the nerves. I don't blame him.
Yeah. And so a great tournament though.
Absolutely great
There was
tournament.
so many heavy hitters in the mix throughout. I do think, and this is such an underrated part of golf, and this is not to pile on a guy, Hao Tung Lee, but he was spraying it all over the place. That was Scheffler's playing partner for the final round, and that affects you because you're having to sit there and wait. I mean, Hao Tung Lee made a 10 on a hole. Like he's sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, that it plays into it having a bad playing partner. And that's not the first time that has happened.
Yeah, just can't get into a rhythm, and that affects you big time. And
And it can go
maybe,
reverse too. Like if
hmm
your playing partner is lighting it up, that can help you.
hmm yeah. So it almost makes it. So, do you think if he had like, say it was Rose that he was with, he probably does a little better, and maybe we're talking about a playoff?
Uh Yeah, you never know. I mean, Scotty played so well. I on
He
some of
was
those
so
holes. I
good.
mean, maybe
In that back nine, or not in the back nine, but those final two rounds, he was electric.
for sure. And he played awful Friday. I mean,
Hmm.
shot himself out of contention. He was 12 back to start Saturday. Gets himself within four, gets eight shots on Rory on Saturday, and then gives himself a chance right there at the end. Um, it's who knows. I just think that that affects you if your playing partner is just stinking it up and you're having to sit there and wait and think about it and think about it. So, um, but a great tournament overall. I'm excited for the rest of the majors this year. Next up is the PGA at Aronimink. It hasn't been there in a long time. Gotta think Rory. Gotta think Scotty. Gotta think Kepka. Kepka played okay getting back. I mean, there's big news today in the golf world is Live might be ending.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
saw that. And they were supposed to like have an announcement this week or next week in Oklahoma City, and that may not happen. So
oh,
who knows?
looks like yeah, the Saudis are pulling the funding. So, what a weird experiment. And we can
Yeah.
talk about that if it does end up coming to fruition.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even know that was
yeah,
on the radar. Like
yeah,
it very sudden. And
for
what a
sure.
I
It's
mean,
been so long since a live because right off the bat, all these live guys started winning majors.
mhm.
Kepka, Rom, and so people were like, "Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you. Whatever." Bryson, and then it's been a while since any live guys have done really well at all at a tournament. I mean, Patrick Reed was close to the lead at Augusta, which he always plays really well there. I would say Patrick Reed has played Augusta almost as much as anybody. I mean, he's
Yeah.
a past champion. He went to school at Augusta State, so he got to play it every year once. Obviously, not to Masters conditions, but he's played it a lot and he plays well there.
Yeah. No, and I think he had a bad fourth round
He did. He had a
because he
tough
was
Sunday.
like he was right there, and we were talking about the possibility of kind of the Rory versus Reed
Reed, that would have been
angle.
electric.
Absolutely would have.
But all, overall, a great tournament, a great Masters. Um, and congrats to Rory, the great. Like I said, I just don't see how he's not the best European golfer. He's not because I mean he's only 36, tons of years left.
Yeah. No,
He's
he
already got six
is. Yeah.
majors. He's got six majors now. If he wins one more, he passes Nick Faldo and ties Harry Vardon for the most by a European. And by then, I mean it's set in stone. And I
Oh yeah.
guarantee you he has another major in him. He's probably got quite a few more masters in him.
No, absolutely. And what's kind of nuts is he hadn't won a major in 11 years up to
Hmm.
that first Masters win. And he's kind of finally getting into form again. It'll be interesting if he gets another one. I'm sure he will. But golf is so hard, man. You never know. But well, honestly, I'll say this. I think Koepka's won 4 or 5 PGA championships. Feels like he's won a
Three,
lot of. This is 3.
three and two U.S. Opens, I think.
Did he not win a Master? Oh no, he got close to winning a Masters.
Yeah, the year Tiger won, he finished second.
Oh no, there was another year, wasn't there? Twice. Yeah,
Probably he's done well.
2019, 2023.
Yeah, he's done well. That was Scheffler.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Kepka in majors, look out. I mean Shinnecock. You know who won at Shinnecock the last time they played it there? Kepka.
Yep.
Think he set the course record.
Shout
So
out Max Homa. He did great. He was in
shout
the
out.
mix there for a little bit. I think he finished with a 8 under par.
Hmm.
So Max Homa was killing
Good
it.
to see him in back in form. He was kind of in the wilderness for a while.
Yeah.
So good to see him. Golf is so mental, and
Hmm.
I know Homa, like, whether you want to say fired his caddy, they parted ways, whatever. That's always tough. And yeah, it's good to see him playing really well. Of course, if you finish in the top 12, including ties, you get to go back to Augusta the next year. So that's huge.
Absolutely huge. And gosh, that's fun. Can't wait for the PGA. I'm sure we'll be talking about that. We'll see if our prediction game is. I mean, look, it's hard. Golf
PGA
is
is,
kind of
is
hard
an
to predict.
absolute, you never know. Also, shout out Jason Day being in the mix for the first time in a while.
Yeah, no, he was crushing it.
Um, PGA, anybody could win. Like it is,
Yeah.
you never know.
Scheffler's a defending champion. I mean, who's to say?
Scheffler's going to be in the mix every single week. He's the best
Hmm.
golfer in the world. I would say he's better
Pretty.
than Rory. He's better than Rory. I mean,
I mean, he's the number one guy right now.
he's more
Scheffler.
consistent. He's if he is hitting putts, nobody can beat him. Nobody.
Yeah. U.S. Open should be interesting as well because I mean that gets into the career Grand Slam
Is
to
that
be a
what
U.S. Open.
Scheffler needs?
Scheffler, yeah, he just needs a U.S. Open
When did he win the British Open?
last year.
That's right. Yeah, he's one away, and Shinnecock is a interesting course. Um, very old. Not 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 crazy. I mean, they're gonna have the conditions hard, but I think Kepka won it at like 10 under, so it's not like a even par is gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, golf is weird. So you never know. You never know. I'll keep on harping on that. Golf is weird. Uh, yeah, Koepka won with well, he was one over par
Really, for Shinnecock or for Beth Page? I know he won at
for
Beth Page.
Shinnecock.
Oh, I got those mixed up then.
Uh,
Maybe it is really hard. I know he won at
did
Beth
he
Page, which is the
win?
hardest public course in America.
So in 2017, Koepka won at Erin Hills, and he had a minus 16.
That's the one he like broke every record.
Yeah,
I think that's the lowest ever U.S. Open score,
yeah.
winning score. Okay,
And
so
then it,
Shinnecock is hard. Stand corrected. Shinnecock
yeah,
hard.
Shinnecock very hard. The cut that year was eight over par. That was the cut line.
The par 70, 7,400 yards. It is long. But yeah, it was Koepka who won it last. So that's going to be a big storyline.
Yeah, and that'll be fun as
They will
always.
probably never play the U.S. Open at Aaron Hills again, by the way, after that.
Oh yeah. Well, it was
They don't
that
like
one, and
that.
then
They don't like
remember,
that.
do you remember Chambers Bay?
That was Spieth. Yeah.
That was Spieth, and everyone like hated that course
Yeah, the
because it
greens
was
were
built like
brown.
8 years ago.
Yeah, and the greens were brown
Hmm.
by the final round.
Yeah,
Yeah, tough.
and
The
it was
US
the
Open, Pebble Beach is kind of hard to beat for the US Open.
yeah, no, definitely. When's it come back there? Pretty soon, I think, right?
That's when the last time it was at Pebble Beach is when Gary Woodland won and Koepka finished second. And if he would have won, he would have won three US Opens in a row.
Wow, well, that's sick.
17, 18, 19.
Nice. Uh, future sites. Okay, here we go.
I know they
Pebble Beach
play
is next year. There
that
we
would be
go.
electric. That would be electric. You know who really plays well at Pebble Beach too? Rory. Rory plays well at Pebble Beach. But okay, that's enough golf talk. Um, Shout out to the Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets. That franchise, much aligned, probably got their one of their biggest wins in franchise history last night,
That is the
winning.
first time they've ever won an elimination game. This new iteration of them.
Hornets beat the Heat 127-126 in overtime. Meanwhile, we said that the Suns were a shoe-in. They go down to the Blazers tonight.
Denny Advagia, 41 points, 12
Nuts.
assists. He was unreal. Donovan Cleon, he had 11 rebounds. Like he was crushing it. That game had so many ebbs and flows. 'Cause it was like at one point Phoenix was up by 10, then Portland was up by 10. They just went back and forth. It was just an unbelievable game. That'd be a great 7 game series. Shout out Jeremy Grant, Thunder
Mm-hmm.
legend, 16 points.
Yep. Yep.
Drew Holiday, I had to remind myself that Drew Holiday was on the Trailblazers. That was a tough look for me.
Tough.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Thunder are either going to be playing the Clippers, Warriors, or Suns.
That and we're recording during this the Clippers or Warriors game. Clippers are up by 4 with a minute to go in the second quarter. It
Yep.
is
Thunder start.
57-53.
We can get into, though, some of the other playoff matchups. So we've got Raptors, Cavs,
Mm-hmm.
T Wolves, Nuggets, Hawks, Knicks, Rockets, Lakers, Sixers, Celtics,
Mm-hmm.
Blazers, Spurs, and then we've got either Magic or the Hornets and the Pistons or the Suns, Clippers, Warriors against the Thunder.
Yeah. Which one do you want to discuss first?
Let's talk about T Wolves, Nuggets, year three. I think that may be a 7 game series, which is all this is so beautiful for the Thunder. All these teams are going to beat up on each other. The what is it? The way that it shook out, the Thunder only have to play one of the Nuggets or the Spurs. They won't have to play them both.
Yeah. And I mean, we were talking about that. That's a huge benefit. That is an absolutely huge benefit. Wait, when was okay?
Because the Nuggets with their
Yeah.
third stringers won. And that's
Yeah.
how that worked out.
Okay, wait. No, I have a question. So you said year 3 of Timberwolves Nuggets. Last year, so 2024 they played. What were the
Maybe
previous
it was just
years?
round three. Something about
Round.
they posted about this is
What
like
was
the
the
third time that they've played in a while.
hmm.
I don't know. But did you see the graphic that they put out? It was like a Joker playing card with like ants all over it. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't see that. Send that to me. That's
I'll see if I can
sick.
find that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a great series. Um,
Yeah, that starts Saturday.
that'll be a lot of fun
I
for sure.
think the East is still wide open. Um,
Oh, they played in 2023, but the Nuggets won in like 5 games.
Sixers, Celtics. Sixers are playing better. Um, Blazers, Spurs. That could be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep.
Well, shoot, if Denny plays like he has been, I mean, shoot, anything could happen.
True.
Um, I would imagine the Spurs win in 5. I would imagine the Celtics win. I want to give the Sixers like a couple. If Embiid comes back, they make it 2. I'll say Celtics in 6.
Yeah, but really the one that I'm looking forward to the most is probably T Wolves Nuggets of this first round.
T-Wolves Nuggets will be electric. That'll
Rockets
be must
Lakers will be
watch.
a competitive series,
I, you know,
even
I kind
without.
of even without Luca, even without Austin Reeves, I think the Rockets win in 6. I just think they're
Is it
just because
confirmed that they're both out the whole time?
uh I believe so. I've heard something like Luca may come back later in the series, but I just don't know.
Tell you what, though, we might get to see LeBron roll back the clock.
Yeah,
Main option LeBron. Bum 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 bum.
yeah. I just think it'll be tough. just because the Rockets have more pieces than they do right now. It'll just be difficult. LeBron will have like he'll probably have like a really good game one, and the Lakers will win that game. And then everyone will freak out, saying LeBron is back, watch out for the Lakers. And then they'll lose like the next three. And then LeBron will win game five. And then we're gonna go, is he gonna and then people are gonna go, is he gonna do it again? And they just get the floor wiped on him in game six. That's how I think the series goes.
Oh, Monday night, every game is on NBC.
Bless.
We up.
Man, I miss TNT,
True.
but NBC and Amazon, they've done a really good job.
Yeah,
We just get the games off of ESPN.
except for the other day. Wasn't
Yeah,
it on?
the
Yeah.
technical difficulties. Yeah, that was nuts.
The Thunder
But
don't play again until Wednesday. They go Sunday to Wednesday.
yeah, that's weird, especially in a series where I mean, it's like they're both at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a big gap.
Yeah, which I'm
I
okay
guess
with.
The Pistons get the same treatment. The one seeds go Sunday to Wednesday.
Perks of being a one seed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Um,
I'm excited for this NBA playoffs. Saturday is
yeah,
going to be electric all day, wall to wall basketball. Um, gives a little bit of March Madness vibes there. 4 games on a
yeah.
Saturday. Um, so Thunder back to
Yeah.
back title defense starts now.
Defense starts now. 16 games away. 16 wins away.
Who
Excuse me.
the last team to go back to back? Lakers or no Warriors? Warriors.
Yes, Warriors.
Um,
There's been seven different NBA champions. It's been Raptors, Lakers, Bucks, Warriors,
Nuggets,
Nuggets, Celtics,
Thunder.
Thunder. Thunder will try to break that streak, which
Yep.
be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah. Everyone's healthy for them. Should be good. Should be a good series. Whoever they play.
J-Dub had his
Who,
birthday the other day.
J-Dub, happy birthday, J-Dub. Who
When did the Warriors go back to back?
17, 18.
Right.
Because they were going to three-peat, but then they ran into Kawhi's Raptors.
Yeah. Clay and Katie got hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
And now the Raptor and the Warriors are like on the verge of elimination in this playing game.
Yeah, and
Ha-
Curry's
ha-
36.
Yeah.
I mean,
Clock's
he's
ticking.
he's still really good, and I know he keeps himself in shape, but I know he dealt with injuries this season.
Yeah. It
Butler, of
just
course.
they become an afterthought. I know they got Jimmy Butler, but he got hurt. But even still, they felt like an afterthought. They're like, oh, that's the ghost of the past. Those are the ghosts of the past, and they're not gonna.
I still think their 23 or was it 22? 22 championship is one of the craziest teams to ever win
Yeah,
with Wiggins
with Wiggins. Yeah, no, that was a good team. That was a good team,
out
and
of nowhere.
yeah,
And they still
were
had
they
Draymond, they still had Steph.
this that Ed Clay? Were they the one seed that year, or were they like lower?
Um,
Because I feel like it wasn't like completely out of nowhere, but like people were giving other teams kind of
it was 21, 22. So the year after the bubble.
2 years after the bubble.
Yeah, Clay came back, but they had Wiggins, Draymond, and Steph were all three all-stars. Oh no, they started 41 and 13, but then they went 7 and 16, had a bunch of injuries. They finished third.
Oh, okay. That's rare to see. I think the Mavericks, when they won, they were three seed as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kaminga, Kevin Looney, Moody, Jordan
Moses
Poole.
Moody, Moses Moody,
It's just
Moody.
like Wiggins went bananas for a season.
Yeah. And I think he just lost on the Heat. He was on the Heat last night and he lost.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo got hurt in that game too. Mr. 83. Bam 83 Ido.
A-
He got hurt. I
Take a
think
gander
LaMelo got hurt.
how old Andrew Wiggins is.
Andrew Wiggins, he was in the 2014 draft. He's probably 18 or 19 at the time. So he's probably, is he 29 or is he 30?
31.
He's 31. Okay.
Averaged 18. Oh, averaged 15 a game this year for Miami.
He's a
Averaged
great, like,
averaged
three.
19 a game the year before.
He he probably won't get the credit he deserves. He's a good player. He's a good NBA player.
I think he lived up to the number one pick.
I think he did too. I think he did too.
Especially he was on those awful Wolves teams.
Yeah. Him and well, they had a moment there. The Wolves had a moment there when Jimmy Butler they well, he got hurt. Butler tore his
I
ACL.
mean, he was averaging 24 a game at one point.
Yeah.
Wiggins played the
Oh,
whole season. Wiggins is a really good player. Not a
good
Hall of
player.
Famer, but a really good player.
Oh, they'll let anybody in the Hall of Fame. They get Liao in the Hall of Fame. He'll get in the Hall of Fame.
How many All-Star games has he made?
I
One.
think three. One.
One All-Star game. He was, yeah, that's it.
I feel like they'll let him in. They'll somehow get in the Hall of Fame. The Pro Basketball Hall of Fame, or may just be the Basketball Hall of Fame, they are not very picky when it comes to dudes.
True.
So that would not surprise me. Like Doc Rivers got into the Hall of Fame.
It's not Blake's fault.
Not Blake's fault. Not Giannis's
Not Blake's
fault.
fault. It's not Blake's fault.
He resigned. So that's probably there's no chance that another team hires him, right?
I wouldn't say no, not no chance.
Who would take him?
I don't know, but I wouldn't say there's no chance.
Yeah. Nobody right now, right? There's no
Um,
way.
Giannis is probably going to be the biggest offseason stuff in the NBA,
Yeah.
where he ends up, and it could be the Warriors.
I think it might be the Knicks, might be the Heat. I think him going to the
Hope
Heat would be
I
the
hope
most
either of
intriguing
those
option.
happens. I hope either of those happens.
Yeah. Too
Stay in
much
the
stuff in the
East.
West. Remember when Ja Morant said he was fine in
If
the
he get
West?
John Morant, if he gets, if he goes to the Heat, mm, I mean, or if he goes to the Knicks, he would be really good on the Knicks. They would have to give up Cat, but either way, that makes either of them a real contender, I would say, especially the Knicks.
Yeah. No, no doubt. No doubt.
Eric Spoelstra though with Giannis, that's huge.
That would be sick. Like that would be must watch. Do you get you'd have to if you could keep Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, that'd be
They
ideal.
definitely keep Bam. I think Hero has to go.
I don't know. Did you see what he did last
No, I'm
night?
saying if you're the Bucks, you don't even take the call if Hero's not
Oh
involved.
yeah. No, for sure. But
Also, isn't
he
Hero from Wisconsin? Let me look that
he
up.
is.
Yeah.
He is.
So
So that's not like it's not the worst thing. So like, but
I
you
think
know,
Hero, you lose, you gain way more for the Heat if you lose Hero, get Giannis versus lose Cat, get Giannis.
yeah.
I mean, that's a different team all of a sudden for the Knicks. You got to
Hmm.
have someone play big. I mean, I know you get Giannis, but um, It would be interesting. Interesting this offseason, along with one of the best NBA drafts in a long time, in which the Pacers are going to get AJ DeBonsa. I'm already saying that's going to happen.
You're saying they win the lottery?
Yeah. I think they're going to rig it for the Pacers to win because they need more good teams in the East. You get Halliburton back, and now you've got DeBonsa. All of a sudden, the Pacers are a powerhouse. Everybody fell in love with him last year,
Look,
except for us.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, but that's got to be the wildest thing to think. Even like a couple years ago, the NBA saying the NBA is going to rig the draft lottery for the Indiana Pacers of all teams.
I mean, they rigged it for the Mavericks,
Yeah, that's Dallas. You know, like that's
a
that.
team that
Like,
had just traded away a top three player in the NBA.
yeah, no, I mean that. I mean,
Nico, shout out Nico.
yeah. I,
Bill Simmons said it's the worst trade in the history of professional sports,
I don't know. That Herschel Walker trade was pretty bad.
and it did lead to multiple Super Bowls. But
Now,
and the
what
Vikings have never
about
won. And the
is
Vikings
the
have never
Paul
won.
George trade the worst trade of all time for the Clippers? They only
Mm,
made one Western Conference final.
it's pretty bad. Nobody knew Shea would become what Shea became, though. If you put Truth Serum and Presti, I think he even would tell you he
Oh
didn't think
yeah,
he would become what he became.
yeah. I think they would have been like, "There's no way that."
A lot of revisionist history around Shea, from Doc Rivers, from Coach
LeBron.
Cal at Kentucky. You notice he'll always include him in like the guys that he thought was going to be a huge star. Now, now started including Shea. Um,
Yeah,
he was like Anthony
I
Davis, Cat, Shea, Booker. But yeah, I mean, Luca, I don't know. They got Cooper Flag though. Cooper Flag's going to be rookie of the year probably.
yeah. I mean,
And they
it's
have
a
another
bad.
lottery pick.
Yeah. Imagine they win that one too. You're like, you gotta be
They
kidding
get
me,
Acuff,
man.
Acuff and Flag.
I would hate that.
Although Acuff doesn't play defense. I love him.
Peterson, Patterson.
Peterson might go to the Jazz.
Really?
I mean, the Jazz are going to be in the top few picks.
I think I think that the DeBunce to the Jazz theory
Yeah,
is
I could see that.
more
I could
more
certainly see
likely.
that. And that would make them dangerous all of a sudden.
Yeah. Building a sleeper team out there in Utah.
I mean, they're taking the Thunder approach.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Rockets Cavs? I don't really have any thoughts other than I did not realize the Raptors were going to make the playoffs this year, but good on them. The Brandon Ingram trade has been really well for them. Cavs have Mitchell and Harden,
Cavs
but
choked last year to the Pacers.
yeah, but like, do you really believe in the Cavs at this
I
point? It's
don't.
like
I don't believe in them.
I think they could win this round, but I don't think they can go further.
I think it's a sneaky could go to 7 games. I don't trust the
Yeah.
Cavs. I don't trust them.
This would be the series that always ends up on NBA TV.
Yeah, which is now it's going to be like Peacock.
Yeah.
They literally play on Peacock
Yeah.
Monday night.
If Fanta calls that series, I'm in.
Don't tempt me with Fanta because I will show up.
If Fanta has if Fanta has a million fans, I am one of them. If Fanta has 100,000 fans, I am one of them. If John
Well,
Fanta has 100 fans, I am one of them. If he has
Why?
10 fans, I'm one of them. If he has one fan, I am that fan. If there are no
Why?
fans, I'm dead.
Why?
And that's the bottom line. Because John Fanta said so.
That's how I feel about Jalen Hurts.
Nice.
You want me on that wall, but that's all I got. Um, we've already gone a little bit longer than I think we thought we would, but
Yeah.
playoffs coming up next week. We'll probably next week Draftapalooza. Next week Draftapalooza.
Draftapalooza. We'll go heavy
We
on the draft preview.
There will be impressions, appearances from various people.
Yes.
Maybe, definitely some call-ins.
Yes.
So
Going to be an
yeah,
electric time.
it will be.
An electric factory. We'll probably do a podcast beforehand, the day of the draft, and we'll let you know what we think of like our sleepers and whatnot, and we'll probably just reiterate that stuff a little more so on the live stream with a bunch of wacky stuff's gonna happen. It's gonna be a great night, April 23rd, 7 p.m. on the Going for Two YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed, you should be. You get all the video podcasts and you get the extra point, which is our YouTube exclusive. You do not want to miss that. So thank you guys for watching. Follow Going for Two on Instagram and Twitter at Going for Two Pod IP on Instagram and Twitter.
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.